In episode 1 of season 2, TMAN High School was returning from the island and got another surprise test on the way. Students were randomly called to random teachers, so Ayanokoji was grouped with Sotomura Yukimura and Kurosawa of D class. There would be 8 groups, each named after a planet, with 14 students from all 4 sections in them. They'll have 4 days time with 1 rest day, and 1 random student from each group will be chosen as VIP, while other students will try figuring out who it is during the 2 meetings per day. Pause the video to see the long point system. Ayanokoji's group, the Mars group, gathered for the first meeting, where B class's rep Ichinose tried to talk about who the VIP would be, but Machida Takuro and Shigeru of A class refused to take part in it. After the useless meeting, Saki Shiho and Nanami of C class asked Kurosawa why she bullied Rika of their class, but Machida stopped them and made them leave. Second meeting was also useless, so only 4 more meetings are left. The next episode, Konji of D class figured out who the VIP of his Jupiter group was and won the points. Ayanokoji overheard that Kurosawa and their class rep Harada weren't actually couples and were just acting so that Kurosawa would stay safe. Harada refused to hurt anyone to keep her safe from Saki Shiho and Nanami of C class, so Kurosawa left him. Harada then told Ayanokoji that Kurosawa used to get bullied in every grade before coming to that school, so she uses connections to stay safe. On third meeting, Kurosawa made Machida her friend to stay safe, and that meeting was again useless. After the 4th useless meeting, Saki Shiho and Nanami dragged Kurosawa to a camera-less area to punish her for bullying Rika, while Ayanokoji and Yukimura were watching them. The next episode, Yukimura stopped Saki Shiho and Nanami from bullying and they left. On day 3, someone from the Venus group figured out the VIP, and their test also ended. Ayanokoji, without revealing his identity, made Kurosawa go to the basement area and after making a secret deal, sent Saki Shiho and Nanami there too to bully her. Then he met Kurosawa when others left and after asserting dominance, he told her that he would protect her no matter what if she would help him in his goals. In the final meeting, Ichinose suggested that everyone should show their email to see if they're VIP or not, and it was revealed that Yukimura was the VIP, but he told everyone that they'll all pass together. Suddenly Ichinose called on Ayanokoji's phone to confirm it, and it turned out that Yukimura and Ayanokoji had swapped their phones, so Ayanokoji was the actual VIP. Everyone was disappointed and believed that Ayanokoji was the VIP, but he had swapped phones with Kurosawa earlier, who was the actual VIP, and kept their own SIM cards by buying its pass from Sei using their points. Ichinose had figured that out too, but let them go as they were below their grade and would stay below even after getting the points. The results were announced, and C class was on top by getting 100 class points. Ryuen had figured out the way the VIP were distributed and got his class to win. The next episode, it was revealed that the VIP were assigned according to the number of the planet of their group name. Later, a sports festival was going to start, and every class and section would participate in it as Team White or Red. There would be 13 sports in just one day, and it would also give or take points accordingly. After hearing everyone's opinions, Ayanokoji told Suzune that Kishida would be the imposter from D class who would sell their strategic info away, as she was the one who told Ryuen that she was the VIP from her Earth group to let C class win. The next episode, D class and A class of the first year were in the same team Red, while Sudo was D class's captain. Konji refused to play, C class was cheating to win, Suzune got a minor injury, and Sudo left because of such unbalance. At break time, Kishida took Suzune to Kinoshita, the C-class girl who also got injured because of colliding with Suzune, while Ryuen blamed her for intentionally causing that injury and asked for 1 million points and an apology, or else they would take that matter to the court. The next episode, Kishida agreed that she leaked the strategy list to Ryuen, but blackmailed Ayanokoji to not tell it to anyone else, as she had his fingerprints on her shirt. Then she revealed that her goal is to get Suzune and Ayanokoji expelled as they were getting in her way. Suzune bought Sudo back, and they got ready for the race. Manabu and Ayanokoji were in the same turn, so challenged each other for a race. They got their turns, both ran at their full speed, and Ayanokoji showed everyone how fast he secretly was. The race ended and D-class ended in the last place with 1244 points. Ayanokoji had lost the race because a guy in front of him fell on his way. Ryuen later called Suzune, where she remembered that Kishida was a special girl in her middle school, so Kishida showed her real face too, and told her that she would make everyone drop out who knows about her real identity. Suddenly Ryuen got a mail where Ayanokoji, without revealing his identity, sent him the audio where Ryuen was telling Kanashitado to collide with Suzune to get an injury to trap her. Ryuen went to check who's the traitor in their C-class who recorded that. The next episode, Manabu resigned from his position as student council president and a new president from class 2A, Miyabi, was selected. Sato of D-class proposed to Ayanokoji and exchanged numbers with him. For the next special exam, the paper shuffle, they'll have to participate in a team of 2, where the teams will be decided by a written test and their score in that test won't affect their overall grades. Those with the lowest scores will get paired with those with the highest scores accordingly, and after the teaming, all 4 classes will create questions themselves, which would get shuffled to the other classes. If even one person passes from a team, both people in that team would pass, and those who fail would get dropped out. Ryuen came to know that Saki Shiho and Nanami were the traitors, who in return for bullying Kurosawa, sent Ayanokoji the recording of Ryuen telling Kanashitado to injure Suzune. Suzune told D-class that as their teaming up test won't affect their overall grades, they can purposely score in a way that they get the perfect teammate, so that everyone could pass and avoid getting expelled. Everyone followed those instructions to give the exam, and their teams were made. The next episode, Ayanokoji Yukimura Miyake and Hasebe of D-class formed a study group for the paper shuffle special test. Ayanokoji got a message from Ryuen that showed that he knows that Ayanokoji is secretly a mastermind. Suzune and Kishida made a deal that if Suzune would get more score in the maths exam, Kishida would leave her alone, and if Kishida would get more points, Suzune would leave that school herself, while Manabu would stay as the judge to ensure that both sides follow the deal. Kishida also added Ayano Koji's expulsion on the line, so in return, he asked her about her past. She always wanted to be the center of attention, so started helping the whole class and became their friend to become everyone's favorite. Though her real identity made her write the bad things about others online, but one day her classmates found that out and started hating her. In return, she told them the dark secret about others, which made them all fight each other, and the whole class got ruined for picking a fight with just one girl. The next episode, Sakura joined Ayano Koji's study group. Kurosawa sent Ayano Koji a birthday message. Kishida swapped the questions D class made on Ryuen's order to get the questions C class made for herself to get a higher score than Suzune, and their paper shuffle exam started. Kishida was betrayed by Ryuen as the questions he gave her were completely different than the exams, so after the exam she asked him about it, and it was revealed that the changed questions of D class which Kishida submitted were discarded by Sei, as Suzune told her earlier, to only take the question sheet from her, as she was the class representative. Ayano Koji also had secretly told Ryuen about the swap, and asked for the question C class made, and in return he would give them the actual D class questions. The next episode, Arisu and Ichinose, the class rep of A and B, were hanging around together. Kurosawa caught an A-class student, Kimuro, spying on Ayano Koji, and Shiina of class C became friends with Ayano Koji because of their interest in books. Later, Ayano Koji's father, Atsuomi, came to get him back from the school, as Ayano Koji is his masterpiece. Ayano Koji was a test subject like other kids, and only he survived till the end, but one day their butler, Matsuo, helped him escape and got killed. Ayano Koji joined that school as he wanted to have a normal life after that, but Atsuomi wanted to take him back. The principal of the school, Sakayanagi, who's also the father of A-class rep Arisu and already knew Atsuomi from before, took Ayano Koji's side as the student must agree to leave to drop out or break any law worth expulsion. Atsuomi left, and Ayano Koji realized that he couldn't get expelled by Sei because Sakayanagi enrolled him himself, hence he refused to aim for A-class anymore as he was doing it on Sei's order and just wanted to spend a normal student life. The next episode, Ryuen surrounded Konji, thinking he's the mastermind, but he fought back with words and made Ryuen realize that a loner like him can't be the mastermind who controls the whole class. After planning, Ryuen called Kurosawa by blackmailing her by her bullying past to the under construction area as there aren't any cameras there. They tied her up and tortured her with cold water to ask her who the mastermind was, but she refused to answer as she was secretly in love with Ayano Koji. The next episode, Ayano Koji knew that Ryuen was torturing Kurosawa, so told Sei to watch how he resolves it and made a deal with Manabu that if he covers up for D class after what he would do, he would help his sister, Suzune, become part of the student council. Ayano Koji then went to the under construction area, told Ibuki that he was the one who ruined her plan of getting D class's key card on the island, and got ready to throw hands to save Kurosawa using force. He fought and defeated Ishizaki and Albert of C class, both at once, and knocked Ibuki out with one chop. Then he fought Ryuen, who was strong, but Ayano Koji was stronger, and punched his face so many times that he started fearing Ayano Koji, and Ayano Koji won as he was subscribed to the channel. In the final scene, he made Kurosawa believe that he would always be there for her, but in reality, he just wanted to use her and make her trust him even more. Thanks for sticking till the end. If you enjoyed, then like, subscribe, join my Patreon, and check out my other videos too.